Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Grab that cough. Maybe a next snack or two. And let's get into it, all right? So, this was brought to my attention. And I'm like, what did I just read? Okay. This is disturbing in the most sense that I have no words. Okay. This is on the a website. Okay, it's the UN's website, and it's called The Benefits of World Hunger. First of all, there are no benefits to world hunger. All right, and I'm going to read it to you. Okay, and please excuse me in advance if I flip out. Okay, yeah. So it says sometimes we talk about hunger in the world as if it were a scourge that all of us want to see abolished. Yes, we do. What's the one thing that we wish would go away is world hunger. What is the one reason that we all prepare? It's so our families never go hungry, right? Now, viewing it as comparable with the plague or AIDS, but that naive view prevents us from coming to grips with what causes and sustains hunger. Now, please keep in mind, these are not my words. I am not a heartless, cold bastard. Okay. Hunger has great positive value to many people. No, it does not. Indeed, it is fundamental to the working of the world's economy. Hungry people are the most productive people, especially where there is a need for manual labor. Now, I've heard of terms like, I'm hungry for my next opportunity. Okay. You know, I'm sure you've heard the term power hungry or money hungry or whatever the case may be. Okay. We in developed countries sometimes see poor people on the roadside holding up signs saying we'll work for food. Sure, I've seen them. I'm sure you've seen them. Okay. Have you ever tried to help out? I have. Actually, most people work for food. It is mainly because people need food to survive that they will work so hard either in producing food for themselves in subsistence level production or by selling their services to others in exchange for money. How many of us would sell our services if it were not for the threat of hunger? Well, first of all, A lot of us sell our services. I used to be a hairdresser. That's a service. How many of you are electricians, plumbers, hairdressers, teachers? You sell that service to earn a paycheck, yes? And we take that paycheck and we buy what? We buy food, we pay our bills, we have a house, right? So I'll go on. More importantly, how many of us would sell our services so cheaply if it were not for the threat of hunger? Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. To sell our services so cheaply, come on, man. Now, keep in mind, this was written by a man named George Kent, who is a professor, okay, in the Department of Political Science at the University of Hawaii. So, are you selling your services so cheaply, or are you raking in those bucks from being a professor at the University of Hawaii? So, when we sell our services cheaply, we enrich others, those who own the factories, the machines, and the lands, and ultimately own the people who work for them. For those who depend on the availability of cheap labor, hunger is the foundation of their wealth. The conventional thinking is that hunger is caused by low-paying jobs. For example, an article reports on Brazil's ethanol slaves, 200,000 migrant sugar cutters who prop up renewable energy boom. While it is true that hunger is caused by low-paying jobs, we need to understand that hunger at the same time causes low-paying jobs to be created. Oh, who the hell is this guy? So, who would have established massive biofuel production operations in Brazil if they did not know there were thousands of hungry people desperate enough to take these awful jobs that they would offer? Who would build any sort of factory if they did not know that many people would be available to take the jobs at low pay rates? Okay, first of all, there are many people who work jobs that they don't like just simply because it brings in a paycheck, okay? Because they have families to feed, because they have mortgages to pay or rent, electric bill, water bill, car payment, car insurance, cell phone bill, food bill, whatever the case may be. A job is a job. It's called responsibility. It's called priority. We all do it. So, I'll go on. This is making me sick. Much of the hunger literature talks about how it is important to assure that people are well fed so they can be more productive. That is nonsense. Have you ever tried to work on an empty stomach? The only thing you think about is your hunger. And it actually is worse. It's hard, very, very hard to work when you're extremely hungry. Have you ever seen a child that's hungry and they cannot concentrate on their schoolwork or anything else because they are so hungry? Okay? No one works harder than hungry people. Wrong. Wrong. Because that's all they think about is hunger. They can't concentrate on anything else. Yes, people who are well-nourished have greater capacity for productive physical activity, but well-nourished people are far less willing to do that work. You're wrong. You are wrong, sir. You're wrong. The non-governmental organization Free the Slaves defines slaves as people who are not allowed to walk away from their jobs. What do you mean not allowed to walk away? Anybody can walk away from their job at any time and go get a different one. They can find a different path to go down. I'm sure you would have done it if you didn't, because I'm sure you like to warp the minds of your students with your liberal bullshit, which is what I'm reading right now, and I'm not falling for it, and no one else that I'm reading this to is either. So it estimates that there are about 27 million slaves in the world, including those who are literally locked into workrooms and held as bonded laborers in South Asia. However, they do not include people who might be described as slaves to hunger, that is, those who are free to walk away from their jobs but have nothing better to go to. Maybe most people who work are slaves to hunger. For those of us at the high end of the social ladder, bingo, there you go. This guy is an elite. So, for all the elitists out there, okay, and I'm sure either you are one or you know one, here you go. For those of us at the high end of the social ladder, ending hunger globally would be a disaster. No, it would not. No, it would not. You are a disaster. This article is a disaster. Ending hunger is a goal. If there were no hunger in the world, who would plow the fields? Who would harvest our vegetables? Who would work in the rendering plants? Who would clean our toilets? Clean your own. I clean my own toilet. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with your hands? You don't have any Clorox stuff to spray in your toilets with a toilet wand? Your hands don't work? Why? Because you're too rich? You don't have any Clorox wipes to wipe down your bathroom counters and your sink? You don't have any Windex to spray on your freaking mirrors? It's not that hard. It takes me about 10 minutes to clean my bathroom. You don't have any scrubbing bubbles for your shower? You spray it on, you leave it on, you walk away, and you rinse it off. It's that easy. You should try it sometime. It's actually quite enjoyable knowing that you have a clean bathroom because you did it. What's wrong with you, man? We would have to produce our own food and clean our own toilets. Yeah. You don't like producing your own food? You don't like having a freedom garden? I love it. I love it. I like being able to go outside and cut all the grapes off of my vines and sit there and eat my own grapes that I grew. And yes, I like cleaning my own damn toilets because at least I know it's getting done right. You're weird, man. No wonder people at the high end are not rushing to solve the hunger problem. For many of us, hunger is not a problem but an asset. It is a problem. It's not an asset. There's something wrong with your head. What the hell's wrong with you? What the hell's wrong with the rest of these elites? Holy cow, man. And they call us the worthless eaters. You know what? I'll say it again. I will reiterate myself. I will say it until I'm blue in the damn face. The elites are the worthless eaters. Maybe they should go hungry. Maybe they should know what it's like to not be able to put food on their table because they just paid the damn electric bill. Go scrub your own friggin' toilets. Jackass. All right, I'm out of here. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. You stay safe. You stay positive. You keep prepping. Have fun cleaning your toilets. Because I know it doesn't bother any of you. You actually like having a clean house. Because none of us are hoarders. We're preppers, right? And as always, fearless. Ciao.